No organization is responsible for the content of this video. All errors and omissions are the sole responsibility of myself, David Iverson. This video must not be your only source of information. Please attend official USSA educational opportunities. Please download official USSA educational materials. So I went through a basic penalty calculation where I worked through everything, and now we're sort of on to looking at some examples that were given in the FIS documentation on the rules for the penalty. And every single one that I look at, sort of, maybe I can find some problems with. But they're pretty good, and they point up some interesting things. So this is supposedly one that's just kind of, it's just fine. And so we have plenty of people in the race. We have our best 5 at the start, and our best 5 at the start all have bibs between 1 and 15, which is what I'm looking for. And they all have points, so 9.45, 16.64, 17.58, 19.80, 20.78 adds up to 84.25. I'm not going to check the math, I'm just going to trust them on that. And then we see that a bib 4 did not finish, so they don't appear in the top 10. Bib 2 was disqualified, so they don't appear up here. And bib 7 finished 14th, so they don't appear up here. So bib 15 finished 8th, and so that's where that person is right there. And bib 10 finished 4th, and so that's where they are right there. And then everybody behind them should have points. Everybody up here should have points worse than 20.78. So 20.97, yes. 22.64, yes. 23.83, yes. Okay. And so here we have the points for the best people in the top 10. I have gone through my list, and I have pulled out the top 5 out of these 10 over to this column. And then I've calculated their race points. In another video I showed you how to calculate race points. Again, I'm assuming that all that was done correctly. So we add up these 5 to get that, add up these 5 to get this, add up these 5 to get this. We do this plus this minus this to end up with that. We round to get that. Now here, in these last 2 things, I've got an issue. So my issue is that, one, the z-values these days, you would never see a z-value of positive 0.39. It's not, well, yeah, actually I guess you could. So I take that back, because here I'm looking at the FIS points list from March of 2011, and I see that the Super G z-value is 0.34. Okay, so it can happen. But if you look at these other z-values, 0, 0, 0.1, 0.34, 0, and then on the women's side, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so 0.34 can happen, so we'll leave the 0.39. Here's where I got a problem. Category adder, it's a level 1 equals 0. Well, I got a problem with that. Category adder for level 1. So it's a World Junior Championship, or it's a NORAM Cup, or it's some sort of Continental Cup. Okay? I have a hard time believing that the best person in a World Junior Championship or a Continental Cup is going to have 9.45 points. That doesn't seem reasonable to me. So I'm going to, or a NORAM Cup or something like that. That would be a really, that's sort of out of bounds. So rather than saying that it would be a NORAM Cup or a level 1, I'm going to say that it would be say, a FIS race or a uni race. So that would be a race level 3, and the category adder would be 3. So I feel that this would actually be more realistic if we made that 3, and we made the applied penalty would be 17.86. That would be a pretty reasonable penalty for a really good university race. So that's looking at sort of one example.